All right. We're here with my mom, Shirley Hershberger, and we're going to do a life question exercise so we can document your history. How's that sound?
It sounds okay.
Yeah? Just okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get started. I just got a lot of questions, and we'll do this in segments and things. But what year were you born?
1929. I'm 85 years old.
What's your birth date?
10/1/29.
October 1st, 1929. Did your mom and dad ever tell you anything about the day you were born?
No, I was born at home.
And where's home?
New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. My grandfather on my mother's side was a doctor, so he delivered me.
Wow, okay. And so you were born in the house?
Yes.
Okay. Why did they give you the name Shirley?
After Shirley Temple. There weren't many Shirleys at that time. So they named me Shirley after Shirley Temple, who was a movie star.
Wow. How about your middle name? Jean.
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. From your childhood, what can you remember as your first really vivid memory? As young as, your youngest memory. Do you have any memories of being a little child?
The only thing I can remember was they were planting potatoes and they had the car, a 1935 Nash. And I was to stay in the car while my mother planted the potatoes.
No air conditioning.
No.
No. So, what was your early childhood house like? What was the house like?
Oh, what was the house like? We heated with a Victrola, it was called at the time, in the center room, and it was fired by coal and wood.
Wow, and that heated the whole house?
Yes. Well, they had holes up to the bedrooms where the heat went up, but there wasn't much heating in the bedrooms.
Well,
We used a hot brick or a hot water bottle to warm our feet at night when we went to bed.
well, speaking of bedrooms, like that house had how many bedrooms when you were little?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five.
Yeah. And you had your own bedroom?
No, I slept with my mother so she could keep me warm in my early childhood. Then I got my own bedroom.
And what was your bedroom like?
Oh, you had to crawl through a window to get to my room unless you came up on the other side because the house was added to. So, the present owners locked or made a hole so there's a door now. So there's a door leading to it, but it was log house. And that's all I remember.
So, what was and that was New Enterprise. What was the like the neighborhood like? What was the town like? Is it much different then than it is now?
There were more things going on in the town. I guess the church social hour was the main thing. There wasn't much else, but it had a post office, a country store, a garage, gas pumps, and the presently the store is gone. It's been torn down. The hardware store's been torn down. The original bank has been converted into a house, and the gas station is gone. So there's nothing left in town except the post office.
What are your parents' names?
Mary Hall, or Mary Schaefer, Mary Alda.
Mary Alda Schaefer?
Yeah, and Clay Eball Hall.
Do you know where they were both born?
Well, my dad was born in New Enterprise, and my mother was born in Western Pennsylvania, around Beaver or Zelienople, and she came there when her father set up practice in Noisburg, which is a community close to New Enterprise, and Dad met her at a church social, and they were horse and buggy people.
And do you remember both of their birth dates?
Dad was in January 1985, and Mother...
1885.
Yes. And Mother's was in June the 1st, 1895.
So they both 1895?
Yes.
So both the same age, essentially?
Yes.
Okay. What's like a really great memory of your mom?
Well, she was a caring person and a good Christian woman.
Any favorite memories that you have of her, like between the two of you, or
No.
something that she did that you really thought highly of her about with you? You know, favorite meals that she made, something that
No.
really stands out? No? You didn't like her at all, did you? How about your dad? What's your favorite memory of your dad?
He was hardworking, and he probably made little money but worked hard on the farm.
So he was a farmer.
Yes, he was a farmer all his life, and his grandfather was a huckster and a farmer.
And did he raise mostly cows and pigs when you were little? Was a lot of livestock, or was it mostly fields?
Well, we raised, as I got older, we raised tomatoes, and we sold those to Heinz Company in Pittsburgh. My dad used to truck them out, and we paid pickers.
Oh, see, that's something I never knew. I never knew that you had tomato fields and sold them to Heinz for ketchup.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never knew that. Who was more strict, your mom or your dad?
They were both very strict when we were growing up. My brother Alan wrecked the family car, and then he signed up and didn't finish high school, and he went to the Army. That was during World War II. And he was stationed in the Philippines. I remember the day he come home. That's all.
Do you remember any particular thing that you got into a heck of a lot of trouble for?
No.
No. There's nothing that stands out that you got disciplined for?
I remember one time my mother called me. She used a police whistle, and she called me and I didn't come, and she swatted the back of my legs with the newspaper, and the whole way up through the yard. But otherwise, I knew my boundaries.
That's funny.